I would like to start by taking this time to acknowledge that the University of Waterloo and much of the work that we do takes place on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. Our main campus is situated on the Haldeman Tract, the land granted to the Six Nations that includes 6 miles on each side of the Grand River. Hi, everyone. I'm Kelly Miller, the Admissions and Recruitment Coordinator for the School of Accounting and Finance. And over the next 20 minutes or so, we'll review two undergraduate programs offered by the School of Accounting and Finance, Accounting and Financial Management, and our brand new Sustainability and Financial Management program. To start, let's talk about how the industry is changing. As you may know, disruptive technologies are revolutionizing business. To compete, it's not enough to have a foundation in accounting and finance anymore. Driving digital transformation, reimagining business, advancing social, environmental, and economic impact. These are just a few of the big challenges the next generation of leaders will face. That means, as a future A&F professional, you'll need a broad understanding of technology, business analytics, sustainability, and innovation. The good news is the SAF has you covered. By tapping into one of the most innovative accounting and finance schools in Canada, you'll develop the competencies today's employers demand, from technical skills to transferable ones, including problem solving, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. Let's dive deeper into our AFM and SFM programs, starting with accounting and financial management. As an AFM student, you'll study at the intersections of accounting, finance, and business while immersing yourself in diverse topics that give you the flexibility to design your unique pathway. You'll also collaborate and lead by working together with your classmates to build financial expertise, analyze critical business issues, and understand the environmental, social, and governance related complexities that today's organizations face. You'll also lead peers in tackling problems and develop your entrepreneurial mindset. You'll learn transformative tech by discovering how technology impacts business and how to successfully leverage it. You'll also nurture your analytical skills by learning how to work effectively with data. And you'll skill up to step up by building strong analytical and people skills. Teamwork, relationship building, communication. This is all done through tutorials, workshops, conferences, and competitions. Simply put, you'll dive into collaborative problem-based courses, then apply your learning to the real world through co-op work terms and co and extracurricular experiences. AFM students also specialize in standing out. Career specializations separate you from the crowd and are crucial to becoming future ready. After building a solid foundation in accounting, finance, and business in years 1 and 2, you'll customize your degree and follow your passion in years 3 and 4 by selecting up to 2 career specializations. These specializations are the professional accountant specialization, which fulfills the requirements for a CPA designation, entrepreneurial mindset, which prepares you to think from a new venture perspective, financial leadership that helps you build negotiation and leadership skills for the C suite, the financial market specialization, which supports you in attaining the CFA designation, business analytics that equips you to manage, forecast, test, and optimize data in decision and policy making. And then we have the sustainability specialization that builds knowledge in capital markets, government policy, and corporate sustainability. In addition, all AFM students are required to complete co-op and for good reason. While coursework builds your knowledge, nothing accelerates your professional development like real-world experience. AFM students have 4-month paid co-op work terms where they can work as fixed income analysts, finance officer trainees, junior financial analysts, business analysts, auditor trainees, IT finance assistants, staff accountants, and accounting assistants, and that's just to name a few. You can also earn on average between $18 and $23 plus per hour on co-op, and our co-op employers include Deloitte LLP, RBC Financial Group, PwC, Home Trust Company, Manual Life Financial, and Wilson Coors Canada, and again, that's just to name a few. Overall, AFM graduates become finance experts who can harness the power of technology to transform industries, positively impact global economies, and build a more diverse, inclusive, and sustainable society. Okay, so here's a quick snapshot of the program. In total, AFM students take 40 courses, 13 of which are electives. Now, out of those 13 electives, you must choose at least one or two career specializations. If you decide to only complete one specialization, you can use the remaining electives to complete a minor or simply take courses that interest you at the University of Waterloo. As for professional designations, you can work towards a Chartered Professional Accountant or CPA designation, Chartered Financial Analyst or CFA designation, Chartered Business Valuator or CBV designation, and you can work towards designations offered by the Canadian Securities Institute. You'll graduate with a Bachelor of Accounting and Financial Management degree, and admission requirements are 6th grade 12U or M-level courses, including any 12U English, advanced functions, calculus, and vectors, all minimum 75% required, with an overall average of mid-80s. And you must complete the SAFA, formerly known as the AFMA. Now, the SAFA stands for the SAF Admissions Assessment, which is a two-step process. The first step is to complete an online interview, which now includes a short written component to it. And the second part is a traits assessment consisting of 78 questions that you complete on a sliding scale. So, for example, how would you rate your leadership skills on a scale of 1 to 10? Overall, the interview is used to assess your ability to communicate in a clear, concise, organized, and professional manner, while the trait assessment is used to assess your potential in the areas of leadership, collaboration, adaptability, and problem solving. Now, the questions for the interview portion of the SAFA are listed on our website, so you can always review the questions ahead of time if you want. As for the admission information form, or the AIF, this form is not reviewed by the admissions team, so we don't recommend completing the form. And then lastly, the number of first-year spots available for AFM is 300. Okay, admission deadline. So you must submit your application by February 1st. You must complete and submit the SAFA by February 17th. The AIF, again, it's not required or recommended, but if you want to complete it, you would have to do so by February 17th. You must also submit your English language requirements and all other supporting documentation by February 17th as well. Next, we have Sustainability and Financial Management, which is the first program of its kind in Canada and has been carefully crafted to respond directly to the current and growing labor market demand in the fields of sustainable finance and accounting. Now, we've seen an explosion in attention surrounding the connection between environmental issues and corporate interests. Because of this, an entirely new movement within the financial sector has shifted the industry away from using the traditional views and approaches of the past. As a result, CPAs will now need to be as conversant in natural systems and social impacts as financial outcomes. They'll play a central role in strategic establishment of sustainability objectives and will fill the need of measuring, reporting, and certifying both fiscal and non-fiscal activities of a firm. Meanwhile, CFAs will be held to a much higher level of accountability, with ESG practices moving stock prices just as fast as financial factors. Sustainability will play a central role in raising capital. They'll also be responsible not only for delivering portfolio returns, but also vetting the practices of the companies they endorse. The SFM program is a highly student-centered program that goes beyond knowledge and professional certifications. You'll learn how to tackle the kind of issues that dominate the field of sustainable finance, known as wicked problems. And like the name suggests, these problems defy simple definition, clear boundaries, and discipline-based solutions. To solve them, you must be able to handle rapid communication styles, deal with a high degree of uncertainty, and be able to handle fluid collaboration that evolves as problems do. Plus, we want to stress that SFM courses are meant to be experienced rather than taught. Therefore, through team and problem based learning, you'll discover the keys to thriving in a fast moving, high pressure environment, all the while learning to make decisions with imperfect information. Like AFM, SFM students specialize in standing out. After building a solid foundation in sustainability, environment, finance, and accounting in years 1 and 2, you can customize your degree and follow your passion in years 3 and 4 by selecting one of 3 career specializations. The first specialization is corporate sustainability, which prepares students to work within the financial departments of companies or to work as part of a team establishing sustainable practices within firms. Now, if you're interested in pursuing a CPA designation, this would be the career specialization you would choose. Our second career specialization, called government policy and financial markets, prepares students to work within governance channels, either establishing government policy and regulations or leveraging financial market mechanisms to achieve sustainability objectives. So, for students wanting to pursue a CFA designation, this would be the career specialization they would complete. And then we have Indigenous entrepreneurship, which focuses on the unique needs and priorities of Indigenous entrepreneurs and captures the unique cultural elements of the Indigenous way of doing business. Combining a career specialization with up to 16 months of paid on the job experience, and you'll become a sought after finance expert with purpose. You'll incorporate people, profits, and the planet into the bottom line while evolving environmental, social, and corporate governance reporting that lead organizations toward a greener world. Potential co-op positions include sustainability analyst, financial analyst, ESG internal reporting associate, and business analyst. And again, it's paid experience, so you can earn on average between $18 and $23 plus per hour on co-op. And then our co-op employers include Deloitte LLP, RBC Financial Group, Environment and Climate Change Canada, Sustainable Waterloo, and Manual Life Financial. And again, this is just a very short list of co-op jobs and co-op employers. In total, SFM students take 40 courses, 3 of which are electives. Students can work towards a CPA, CFA, CBV designation, and you'll graduate with a Bachelor of Sustainability and Financial Management degree. And the admission requirements are 6th grade 12U or M level courses, including any 12U English, advanced functions, calculus, and vectors, all minimum 75% required, with an overall average of mid 80s. And you must complete the SAFA. Now, if this sounds familiar, that's because these are the exact same requirements as AFM. So for students applying to both AFM and SFM, the good news is you will only need to complete the SAFA once. And again, we don't recommend completing the eighth as it's not reviewed by the admissions team. And the number of spots available for incoming SFM students is 60. Okay, SFM admission deadline. So you must submit your application by February 1st. You must complete and submit, very important, you must submit the SAFA by February 17th. The 8th, again, not recommended or required. You must submit your English language requirements and any other supporting documentation by February 17th. Professional designations. Let's look at the 3 most popular designations that SAF students work towards. Starting with CPAs. Have you even heard about chartered professional accountants or CPAs? Are you familiar with what they do? Well, CPAs play a key role within the economy. They offer a strong set of accounting and managerial skills required for today's complex and evolving business world. They also possess a unique mindset and perspective that makes them broad-minded and forward-thinking. For prospective students interested in becoming a CPA, they're in luck because SAF holds the highest level of national accreditation through CPA Canada. That means if you combine your undergraduate degree in AFM or SFM with our Master of Accounting program, which is an additional 8 months, you can earn up to 16 months of professional work experience, which may be applied towards CPA's 30 months of required work experience. And you have the ability to write the Common Final Examination, or the CFE, which is the last exam for the CPA designation, immediately following successful completion of MAC. As a result, you get a direct route to the CPA designation in as little as 5 years. CFA. So, what's the difference between a chartered professional accountant and a chartered financial analyst or CFA? Well, a CFA demonstrates a strong foundation in advanced investment analysis and portfolio management, accompanied by a strict emphasis on ethical practice. So, if you're interested in earning a CFA designation, again, you're in luck because SAF is recognized under the CFA Institute University Affiliation Program. That means the AFM and SFM curriculums fulfill a minimum of 70% of the CFA program level 1 candidate body of knowledge, which covers academic theory, current industry practice, as well as ethical and professional standards to provide a strong foundation of advanced investment analysis and portfolio management skills. Students also have access to all levels of the CFA program sample exam and access to 15 CFA program awareness scholarships worth $1,000 each year. So, in 4 years, students will earn a unique degree that's recognized in the marketplace and up to 16 months professional work experience that can be focused in the area of finance. And you'll have the ability to challenge the CFA Level 1 and Level 2 designation exams by the time you graduate. Then, after you graduate, you can write the Level 3 exam, which is the final exam, 1 year after self study and work experience. So, again, AFM and SFM provide a direct route to the CFA professional designation. And CBV, the third professional designation students can work towards in AFM or SFM, is a Chartered Business Valuator or CBV designation. As a CBV, you help determine the economic value of a business or company, including finding the fair value. You'll also be able to determine the sale value, establishing partner ownership, and taxation. So our MAC students receive advanced standing in the Canadian Institute of Chartered Business Valuators program of studies. And they do this by successfully completing our business valuations course, which is offered in MAC. Now, I should also mention that our MAC program is exclusive to our SAF students only. Okay, so how can you find out more information? Well, you can simply go to our website at uwaterloo.ca/aspiring professionals. You can also connect with me at kmiller@uwaterloo.ca, or better yet, you can chat with our current students by clicking the Chat with Current Students button on our website. And on that note, I would like to thank you for watching our presentation. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact either myself or our current students.
Hi there, I'm Tiana, and I'm supposed to talk to you about why you should study accounting and finance at Waterloo. Well, plot twist. We don't have a ton of time, so I'm just going to cut to the chase. You see, you don't need accounting and finance in your life. You're a bright person with lots of potential. You can go anywhere, do anything, be anyone. The truth is, accounting and finance needs you. Heck, the whole world needs you. No pressure. You've seen the news, read the reports, Googled the words digital transformation. The future sounds pretty intense. We need unconventional thinkers and smart problem solvers who are excited to face uncertainty head on, with creativity, with optimism, and with the right set of skills. That's where you come in. Because when you're a Waterloo School of Accounting and Finance grad, you have it all. You have what it takes to keep our businesses and communities thriving, to reimagine old ways of doing things, to harness the power of technology for good, and to make a positive impact on society, the environment, and the economy. Have you ever wondered how the world's most successful companies not only became the world's most successful companies, but also managed to transform the way we think, communicate, and do business? How the Apples and the Googles of the world rose to the top. Spoiler alert, they did it with people like you. People making smart business decisions, thinking outside the box, and discovering innovative possibilities. When you're a Waterloo Accounting and Finance grad, you have a broad understanding of sustainability, business, technology, and innovation that makes you invaluable to any organization in any industry, including the Apples and Googles of the world. You have the skills today's employers need, from problem solving to communication to collaboration to critical thinking. And you have the hands-on experience that makes you ready for anything. You're prepared to adapt and thrive, in spite of, no, because of, all of the curveballs coming our way. From where you're standing today, that probably sounds like a heck of a lot to accomplish within a few short years. But don't sweat it. At the School of Accounting and Finance, we're designed to be different. SAF produces some of the best accounting and finance professionals in the world, and you'll be one of them. As an SAF student, you'll learn about some of the most important elements of successful organizations today: entrepreneurship, business analytics, sustainability, communication, and leadership. Beyond hitting the books, you'll dive into learning that mirrors how you work in the real world. You'll develop and flex critical skills through collaborative, problem-based courses. And then you'll apply that learning through paid co-op work terms in diverse organizations and industries. Basically speaking, as you explore the various aspects of accounting, finance, business, and sustainability through paid co-op and coursework, you'll discover what you love to do and where you want to take your career. But don't take my word for it. Ask some of our grads. This is Sarah Cheng. Sarah used her past co-op work experience presenting to CFOs, managers, and clients to pitch her purpose-driven apparel company, Bluish, in the Dragon's Den. In the end, she struck a deal with investor Arlene Dickinson. While at Waterloo, SAF grads Adnan Khan and Phineas Tatter refined their analytical skills by learning how to harness data. Soon after, they founded Viva, a social impact startup focusing on providing employment opportunities to women in emerging economies. Dylan Mendez cleaned up litter in his community. That small action turned into a national movement. President and CEO of Sun Life, Kevin Strain, expanded the global reach of his company. And Susan Kumar, Chief Energy and Sustainability Officer at Prologis, champions green practices in business to stay relevant in the marketplace and to save our environment. So you see, by the time you graduate from the SAF, you'll be ready for an impactful career driving positive change in the areas you care about. Are you ready to make your mark? Lead the change, shape the future at the School of Accounting and Finance.